Okay, just double checking everything, making sure it looks good. Hello, everybody. Hope everyone's having a great day. It's my birthday today. Normally, I would have like a very long stream to play other games, but a little bit of a special situation. You know, Battlefield 6, as I had mentioned in one of my streams, it requires me to do something with my BIOS in order for it to work, which is kind of weird. So I can't play Battlefield 6 on my computer, which I pay a membership for. So I have to wait until it gets added to the Game Pass thing, so you can play on my Xbox. But I do have a birthday dinner that I'll be attending. That'll be later in the evening. And we'll be going out to a place to have a meal. Yeah, we have two technically live streams happening. But anyway, so I'm going to make these two separate streams. So first up is the Hazbin Hotel New York Comic Con panel. This is going to be starting in about 5 minutes. I didn't know there were... Well, I know some panels get streamed from New York Comic Con, depending on like who or what's there. So this is actually kind of cool to actually see that this one is. So we actually can kind of see it. I have it already ready to go. I set everything up. And I also got my captions working again. I had to find a GitHub page where someone actually updated the thing. Which I probably should have made sure to check, because I remember all the issues, all the mistranslations that the captions were saying. Hey, hey, hey. I'm just doing my the postings of me saying, "Hey, I'm live." You know, all my socials have to be notified. Oh, it's a interesting thing. I saw the notification pop up on my phone from Twitch about Sonic going live right now. Of course, I've subbed to the official Sonic Twitch page. Take a good hard look. I'm not okay. The last thing I do, by the way, is Tumblr stuff. Putting all that on there because like it works very differently. I've only recently started posting messages onto here. I really should use that that buffer post thing. Okay, now. There we go. Okay. 2 minutes left. We're watching this. This is on the Nerdist YouTube channel. Because I found like there were two places. It was them and Pop First. They have two different live streams going on. Like one's the main stage and one's like the event stage. Maybe what it was called. I just kind of show you the low audio there. I'm gonna boost the main capture audio a bit. I can see the, you know, the little voice, the audio meter here. It's kind of like a mid. It's by like right in that middle here. Yeah, we're very close. Now, if you were on socials yesterday, we saw kind of a little bit what happened. Just someone in charge of the X page just like, whoops, accidentally posted a clip. So I believe that's what's going to be shown here. I do wonder if they're going to do like a cheeky reference to it. You know, we're very passionate. Alright, it's definitely time. So they should change it up soon. Da, 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 da. I know the audio is very jumbled if you're watching this live. Being very patient as we wait. It was supposed to be at 2:15 Eastern. It's now 2:16. So they're running a little bit late. So just vibe to the music. And I guess play their Monopoly game. They are sponsored by the Monopoly by McDonald's app thing. You know, that's also a Discord server thing right now. On Discord, they have the server quest. You have to actually play Monopoly, but you can't play it on the Discord app itself to get rewards. You have to actually scan it, the QR code it pops up, and do it on your phone. It's probably easier if you're doing it on the app. I find that very silly. We're being very patient. Chicken. Yeah. Always double checking. There we go. Finally.
How y'all doing? That enthusiasm is so well placed because you're in for it today. You are so lucky to be in this room. I have been beyond thrilled to watch and rewatch Hazbin Hotel Season 1 just like over and over and over again. But it's about time we get some new material, right?
True. I do want to do a rewatch of Season 1 before Season 2 comes out.
Anybody else does, right? Season 2 premiere doesn't start. The Season 2 premiere doesn't happen until October 29th, but you're going to get a couple clips today.
Oh.
And to help me show them off, we've got a whole bunch of folks here from the show. Please join me in welcoming to the stage our executive producer, Vivian Medrano. Please say hello to the voice of Angel Dust, Blake Roman. We have the voice of Alistair, Amir Talai.
Hell yeah.
And now coming to the stage is Alex Brightman, the voice of Serpentious. Say hello to Kamiko Glenn, who voices
Rocking that
Nipsey.
shirt, hell yeah.
got Joel Perez, who voices Val. The voice of Velvet, Lily Cooper.
All right, looking stylish.
We've got Cherry Bomb herself, Christina Alabato. And say hello to the voice of Vox, Christian Borle.
Yeah, I'm glad he's having a good time with the conventions. Oh my god. Oh my god, that's fucking cool.
Hello, New York Comic Con. Are you ready for Hazbin Hotel Season 2? War is coming! It's fucking hot in here. Hold on to it. I'm just fucking with you. Hey, everybody. Look at that. Look at this amazing thing that they made. That's the best cosplay I've ever seen. Hi, everybody. Thank you. He did Arm Day. That was worth it.
Yeah, I love those special Vox cosplays with the electric
Tom
heads.
Cruise as Vox.
I cannot wait to dig into the new season with all of you. But first, given how special what you accomplished in season 1 was, I got to take a moment to look back a little. Viv, you'll get my first question on that. Again, season 2, we're all so hyped. The future is very, very bright for your show with the additional renewals on top of season 2. I want to look back on season 1 and how it might impact the future. Can you tell me a specific thing you accomplished making season 1 that still makes you think, like, I can't believe we pulled that off, and now it'll give you confidence going into the future seasons?
The entirety of season 1. It was a challenge because, you know, it was my first time running a show. I had been making Hell of a Boss in the meantime, like while we were figuring out. Shout out. But you know, like I had some experience running a show, but like just working with a different studio and really and we had this very strict limitation because when it first started, we didn't know exactly what its fate would be, and so you know we had 22 minutes exactly. And we had 8 episodes, and I had this story in my head that I was like, okay, we got to do it, and that's the time. And I didn't want to compromise on the music. I didn't want to compromise on anything. So it was the hardest thing just with that. Like I was writing the scripts with like so much like, okay, we could cut this or like we could change this, like whatever. Like I had to like do multiple versions of like it's something in my head to like plan like how we could make it work. And that was a challenge. It was also just a challenge visually. Like, you know, I think anyone's first project is like a lot of teething, you know, you're figuring out what it is. And so it was a challenge. The show is not easy to make. It's the characters are very, you know, crazy and interesting and very different from each other. And so it was just a huge undertaking. And so when I look back at season 1, I feel a lot of pride in the accomplishment of pulling it off because I know how many sleepless nights went into it. I know how much blood, sweat, and tears. The 2 directors that were by my side the most were my friends Sam Miller and Sky Henwood, who I owe so much to. And together we really made that season. So it's going to be special forever. We also have matching tattoos. That was our trauma bonding.
Can you tell us what the tattoo is of?
It's just the key.
Okay. Oh, that makes all the sense
here.
in the world.
They have it in a better place. I'm like jealous of them.
Love it, love it. So all of that hard work went into season 1. It paid off big time. Now I'm going to open a big group question here because we have to look out into the audience. Like, look what you all started. The Hazbin fandom is truly something next level special. So for each of you, can you tell me the first moment when you realized to your core that you didn't just make a high quality entertaining show, but you made a show that really moved people to the point that It's become a big part of their lives, and they want to be close to all of you as artists.
One of the very first Velvet cosplays that I ever saw at a convention was so gorgeous. I think that was the moment that I realized, oh, this is legit. And they told me that it took them 3 months to make it. And that was just so incredible. The time and devotion and artistry that it has, encouraged people to create. It's so special.
One thing I will never forget is the first con in Birmingham, Alabama that Amir and Erica and I did. It was our first one ever. We had like some press event in Atlanta, and then we got in a car and drove to Birmingham. And before the con, we were like looking out over this like small con floor and being like, okay, do you think people will like us? Like we brought, like, I brought a book to read to pass the time, and that was
He's still reading it.
not necessary. But yeah, we spent the whole day saying hi to people, and then by the end of the day, we got back to the green room, and I shit you not, like, we collapsed on the floor, and we're just like, oh my God, what have we just gotten ourselves into?
I feel like for me it was at the first convention and doing a panel and being in a room like this full of so many people, and like coming from New York theater, like the amount of people that are in this room currently are probably more than have ever seen me do a play off Broadway. like for the whole run. And I'm like doing my best work. This is like, I'm like, wow, I'm like so good at acting, and so few people saw it. So like, it's so wild to be about like the reach that television, the reach that animation can have, that it connects to something so deep that it's so special. I don't take it for granted at all.
Who's jumping in next?
Well, I mean, go. Oh, okay. No, I just think, I think it's about the scope for me. Like, really just understanding. We've traveled for the last 2 years together as a cast, which has been really special for us, but so special for us to connect with all of you. And I don't think that anyone could have explained to me what the Helliverse really was in this version until seeing it and understanding that what we're doing impacts you guys, and what you do with your cosplays and how you come to us and talk to us about what this means for you impacts us, that we take back into our lives. I mean, it's a huge community, right? You've found your best friends. We've seen people get married and engaged through the show, which is just so crazy, and find their community. Like, y'all are a community, right? And you can see yourselves in each other and in the show and in us, and that's really special, magical.
Representation is something that's really always been important to me as an actor of color, and I think that, I didn't know when I got involved in this show that my character was on the Arrow-A spectrum, and I didn't know what that meant when I found out, and sort of diving into that, what now? Diving into that sort of wormhole of understanding, and then seeing the way people reacted to that part of him, both online and in person. That was when I was like, oh, this was fun. This was always fun, and I love that it's a hobby for people, right? Like Hazbin Hotel, I love it. It's fun, but for some people, it means something deeper. And when I really got that, that was a big moment for me.
Thank you very much for the follow. I was wondering when you were gonna follow me, but
someone approached me. I did one convention before.
it's my friend Angel Plush following me.
And I actually had like a handful of people come up to me and they were like, "I'm so excited that you're Nifty," and I was like, "I didn't even know it was announced." Was it announced?
Oh, y'all are just sleuths.
Yeah.
Everybody
Yeah.
knew.
Yeah.
How did they find
People
out?
sniffed you out
Yeah,
right
fair enough.
away.
Out real quick.
You were early, and I was like, oh.
People were like looking at Viv's
my
like
follows.
likes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They found my follows and my likes, and then you started liking a bunch of Valentino.
I know, that
and
was
they were
my
like,
fault.
Wait,
That was my bad.
She follows Joelle, and he's liking a lot of Valentino.
I know,
is this
that was my
Valentino?
dumbass. That was,
But I swear, I liked one random post of yours, Viv, and the internet was like, Christina Alabaro liked Vivian's post.
You know what? All of you
Like-
guys, all of you nerds need to start solving murders and stop talking about like this is insane. Like it's crazy. There's all this like
Truly.
you're all so useful and look at you, you're sitting here looking at us.
Yeah.
Go solve murders.
It'd be timed perfectly. They have the Fort Nightmares thing
But also, I'm
is
really
that going
happy
on
to
right
visit
now.
theaters and cartoons
Scooby
now.
Doo's in it. You can have a Fortnite collab with Hazbin Hotel.
What do you want from me?
Look at what you're looking at right now out there.
It's unbelievable. And that is why I am finally on social media.
Wow.
No way.
Nah.
He's
Public-
not.
Lies.
He's not. He's not.
Come on.
Before we dig into the specifics, I said it to you earlier. I'm warning you, the enthusiasm for your work in the new season is going to be through the roof. Brace yourself for it.
Nice.
Come on, Christian.
You all knew it already, but you heard it here first. All right, Viv, we're going to start to teeter into season 2 now. So, one of my absolute favorite things about a show that continues on and on is, yes, you want it to feel cohesive from season to season, but I also love the fact that each season can have its own unique definition. How would you define season 1, and then how would you define season 2 in comparison?
Ooh, that's a fun one. Each season is a part of like a chapter of a book, right? And I already know where the ending is. And so each season I'm like, this is the time this happens, this is the time this happens. And I almost like color code them in my head, which is also what's fun about the poster, because I was like, this is the blue season. And I know what colors the other seasons are, and I'm like, hey, I know. But the exciting thing for me was like, sorry, repeat the question. I lost it on the colors.
It's defined by colors.
Yeah. Well, I think like just I lost it. What was the question?
How would you define season 2 compared to season 1?
Yes. So yeah, besides the color, I would define it really by the sense of escalation, because like I think the theme that I've said that season 2 has is a theme of identity and like security in oneself, because I think I said it in an interview in the past that I think Charlie and Vox as the villain and the hero have like both their stories this season involve like identity of themselves, and I think that's the theme to me, whereas the first season is like redemption, the second season is like about like inner reflection, I guess. That's how I would say, right? Yeah.
Rock solid tease there, but plus the colors, which you know I'm not going to forget. So that was a little...
Please never let me live that down.
I will follow up on that eventually, you know it. So that was a little tease of what's in store for you with season 2, but do you want to like get a little taste of it, feel it for yourselves? It is time to watch our very first clip from season 2.
All right, let's see. Let's see.
Our brand is perfection, remember?
Yeah.
We cannot let ourselves look weak.
Ah, someone screwed it up. No. Yep, right there. It's only for the people at the panel. Son of a bitch. What? That is what leaked. Yep. It's a scene with Vox explaining to the V's their plan. It all exploded on the Twitter. People were taking screenshots. I had missed it when it was posted because I was working. So I just opened up my feed. And it's like, yeah. I don't know. Everything I thought was like time posted if it's videos. You know, it's something like, oh, put on Tuesday. I think only way I would think about that is the fact that New York Comic Con actually started yesterday. So they put it on like day 1. Yeah. Of course, so like they're DMCAing, you know, anyone who uploaded the clip. So a lot of people took all that stuff down. I mean, it has to be dropping today. I know the clip was like 1 minute and 4 seconds, right? So I remember someone uploaded it to YouTube, so that's how I finally saw it. That's how I know what's going on. We wait.
You're so easy.
But then I can't sing any of the songs.
Easy. You.
I thought you were gonna sing.
Riveted.
I swear to God.
I was riveted.
Wow.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Bring me my hats. I was obviously thrilled to get to plumb the depths of Vox's hubris, and it's impossible to talk about
All right,
boring
perfect.
things, but the three of us having this dynamic, and as it develops over the season, it's a lot of screaming, a lot of happy swearing, and I just can't wait to unleash it on you. That came out weird.
You're all getting some questions where you're going to have to dance around spoilers, and I'll apologize in advance. Christian, I'm going to stick with you and give you one of my favorites, because whenever I see a character with peak confidence, I always love to ask this particular question. At the start of season 2, what is Vox's greatest strength? The thing that will help him pull off his overall mission, but then also, what is his greatest weakness? The thing that could do his plan in?
His access to media and his ability to manipulate the masses. Does that sound familiar at all? And his biggest weakness is the fact that he's just a hurt little boy.
Well done. All right, Joelle, Lily, my next two V's here. I'm going to give you a big two-part question as well, as it pertains to how Velvet and Val feel about Vox. At the very beginning of the season, what does your character think they need from Vox? But then can you also tell me something about Vox that pisses them off?
Go ahead.
I think Valentino needs from Vox. This feels like when you're writing something, they're like, "What are the wants and needs of your character?" I'm like, "Okay, what he wants from Vox. I don't know what I can say. That's hard.
That's hard.
Ew.
It's really hard.
He wants power. He wants and we wield it. We're all wielding it together. And
Yeah.
What? And this is where I spontaneously combust.
I think Velvet wants those boys
those
to just
two-
stay on track,
On track.
Focus.
Focus.
We have a common goal.
Mission
To accomplish
as
together as a
Okay.
team.
so that we
can
achieve the
that
goal of
of that being
fierce.
Of being fierce.
Yeah. That was pretty obvious.
Next question.
I love you all so much. Viv, it's your turn now to talk about the V's, because I was curious. How long have you known that season 2 would have to be a V's heavy season, and what is it about them that helped you explore the particular themes and ideas you wanted to this time around?
Oh gosh, it's a challenging question because the real answer involves revealing something about season 3, which I cannot do.
Oh. Hey, Ella.
But,
Thank you for the
I
birthday
will
wishes.
not say the technical real answer, but I'll say just I think my want, like season 1, the biggest regret I have, and it's more, again, it's not like I could have done it without more episodes or more time, but I really do wish we'd had more time with Adam as the villain. That was like one of my, yeah. And it isn't the last time you've seen him, but like, you'll have to wait and see in the show. But because you don't know what that means. Flashbacks exist. Other things exist. Anyway.
Viv, stop talking.
Shut up. we're close enough. Um, but I think like my biggest regret is I think that the fun of a villain is getting a presence of him. And to be fair, like I think we tried really hard to give Adam that presence in season 1, but my want was I was like, I want a season where we get like a full like amount of time with the villains of the season. And so season 2 was kind of that. Like I was like, I think that should be the focus in terms of the involvement of the V's. And it was also important to include them in season 1. Like I think some people were like, yeah, these guys are cool, but like what they're just, you know, because they're so their roles are so specific in season 1. So getting that establishment and being able to like flesh it out in season 2 was like the goal.
So hard not to jump to a specific clip based on some of what just happened, but you know, we'll do it eventually. Alex, you're probably getting one of my safer questions because it's a voice acting question. So we're getting Sir Pentious the season in a different place, and he's kind of different because he's been redeemed. Can you tell me a little bit about certain voice acting techniques that you were able to lean on to make him still feel like the same character, but also like he has evolved?
What a great question. By the way, how great is Perry? I mean,
Yes.
honestly.
#1.
We say it to your face, but it's good to say it behind your back, too. It's
You're
like,
all too kind to me.
Yeah. No, but it's true. It's a great question. What I'm excited about is, spoiler alert for season 1, is that Sir Pentious goes to heaven. So if you haven't seen it, you've had a long time. So what I think is great is that he did the thing that once was thought to be impossible, and that's an incredible feat. And then I think the idea of what happens next is what happens when you get to a place where you're the new kid at school. And not all new kids at school are welcome, and not all new kids at school are, you know, treated the same. And
That's true.
And also, you know, you've left a family behind, and so it's like there's ultimately loneliness that I think would have to set in. And as far as the voice acting goes, I think without spoiling anything, that's not really a spoiler. Really, it's just that it's a stressful season for Sir Pentious in a lot of different ways, and so I've leaned a lot on the more thinner, more vulnerable sides of his voice in this season. That's all I can say, because I'll just start saying everything. Who wants to hear all the spoilers? Come on.
You know they do.
Shut up, all of you.
I have to go from Sir Pentious to Cherry Bomb here. Big question about where she's at in the new season, because like when someone realizes that someone else has sacrificed himself for you, it's got to completely change how you think about the world and how you carry yourself. So how does Cherry Bomb evolve given what Sir Pentious did for her?
Yeah, I think a lot of that will be revealed, right, as we go into the season. But I also think that we know that she, as anybody would, has to think about a lot of things when someone literally sacrifices themselves for you right in front of you and also kisses you and you think it's hot as fuck. But I think we're going to be able to see her in the hotel a little bit more, see how she's feeling about what's happening, and also like maybe Sir Pentious is on her mind a little more than she realized, whatever that means. We'll have to see. But again, how could he not be? He like made this grandiose gesture, but I think it's going to be cool to watch her sort of grapple with facing her feelings a little bit. We see her in season 1. She's super deflective. She's a party girl, all that stuff, which is not going away, of course. But then what happens when you look past that and when something really impacts you? And I think we get to see some new colors for her, which is really exciting for me as a voice actor, and I'm very excited for all of you to see.
Very much here for it. Amir.
Yeah.
Amir, get ready.
Yes, hi.
Get ready. I always get so nervous. I hate putting you
No,
on the
I'm
spot,
not.
but
I'm excited.
I have to. I'm going to give you a somewhat similar question that I gave to Christian, because Alistair's kind of similar, where he's the type of character who always feels like, you know, like he's got a plan and he's got maximum confidence. So it always makes me wonder about this particular question. At the top of season 2, which character do you think Alistair trusts the most, and which character does he fear the most? I love this crowd as well as all of you.
I don't think it's a big surprise to say. I think he trusts Charlie the most. I think she's proven her intentions to be sort of unimpeachable. And so what's interesting is that when Alistair, when you can really trust someone, that allows you to make decisions that you might not make if you didn't trust someone.
Mm-hmm.
I'll just say that.
Oh no!
And who does he fear the most? I think it's a good thing for him that Adam's gone, because I don't know that he feared anyone up until that point. You could see the bravado and hubris that he came at Adam with belied utter confidence, and then him having that gaping chest wound, right, guys? I think is proof that he's not quite as invincible as he thought he was. And so I think he probably fears whoever it is that can inflict that kind of damage on him in the future.
Well done. Good tease.
These
Good
answers,
tease.
these answers feel like we're in a deposition. Like we can't all the way answer. We're like, I didn't not want to talk about a thing I couldn't talk about, but now I am, and everyone in the audience goes, ooh, like you just heard something.
I know this panel's so cryptic. I love it.
Whatever I gotta do to get the people what they want to know.
Because we've all got laser pointers,
Yes.
sights on our foreheads. You say the wrong thing.
Yeah.
Here's something I think you all want to know a little more about: the connection between Husk and Angel Dust.
What about it?
Can you tell me a little bit about how their connection may evolve in season 2 and what they still stand to gain from one another?
Oh, geez. I mean, I guess we can first focus on what they've gained from each other in the first season, which is a budding, loving friendship. So like, I think that. A huge journey for Angel in season 1 was the process of trusting other people, because he could only really trust himself, and even then only like 50% of the time, and suddenly Charlie comes along and is believing in him, and he's like, whatever, Touch, like I just need a place to stay. And then suddenly when he's at a really low point, Husk comes along and gives him some tough love, but love in a way that like really cuts him to his core. And I think that particular moment, Loser Baby, was like the moment where he felt, shout out Keith David.
Yes.
Where he felt like, okay, now maybe because this person trusts me and that I can trust this person, I can open up to everyone else. So how does that relate to their relationship in season 2? I can't not talk about a thing that I can't not talk about, and a thing that, I mean, like, really, I'm not gonna,
Husk and Angel will appear in season 2.
They will be there. You will see them. You will hear them. And we will have a new drink. I can maybe tease that. Yeah, sure. Okay, cool. I'll let you guys see. Or maybe am I thinking wrong? Oh, maybe. Hey guys, just delete that part. Just whoever, yeah.
Blake, stop talking.
Like I knew something.
Huh?
I was like,
I might be thinking wrong. Regardless, yeah, you're gonna get.
Viv, you're so sweet that you went, oh yeah.
yeah.
No idea.
I'm really excited for it. You're gonna be very, very, very pleased.
Cheers. Okay. Kamiko, you're next up on my list here.
Oh boy.
I know I'm allowed to talk about this because I've been talking about it for months now. Nifty gets a song this season.
Yes,
That's some next level enthusiasm. We don't want to spoil what the song is, but can you maybe tell us a little bit?
You said
about
that
finding out
a
the
person who could
character
hurt
had a
him,
solo
so like
song and
Adam
maybe some
was being able to give him that
challenges for
gaping
because I
gash on his
wasn't
chest. He was happy.
Yeah.
Like Alistair's happy that Adam is gone, because that was the first time he felt like that he's not as invincible as he thought he was.
Express their talents, and it was really just nice to I don't know. I love singing, you know. Oh my God, I'm so bashful right now. It was nice. But when I received the song, normally I'm not gonna lie. When I receive songs for like voiceover
Yeah, I understand.
sessions, I usually like it takes me 10 minutes, maybe less than that, to like learn it. This one I listened to it and I was like, oh fuck. I had to like every single day a lot, like 20, 30 minutes to like practice it for like 5 days because it's so wordy. It's
Ooh.
200 beats per minute. Like you cannot breathe. It's insane. It's psychotic. I don't want to. Do I? No, I can't.
Stop talking.
I think
Kimiko, shut up.
it's my
Stop
favorite
talking,
part of
just
this.
I love
shut
that,
Shut
though.
up. We were all looking at her like, what is she doing? What is she doing? Calm down.
Yeah, it's like don't go too any farther.
There's
It's
a
a
lot of
fun
things
one
that
though.
happen.
Yeah, it was a challenge. That one was a challenge to the songwriters and to you, and you guys all pulled it off, and it was amazing.
It's lightning speed.
They're having some connection issues
Viv,
with their.
before we show off our next clip, I'll give you a
right.
broader question about the music in season 2. Can you tell us
Just
a
gotta get
little bit
ready.
about some music goals you and the team had this time around? Maybe things that you didn't get to do in season 1 or specific ways you wanted to up your game with that stuff in season 2.
Yeah, I think all of us, like collectively, me and Sam and Andrew, who are our songwriters, we all wanted to kind of raise the bar, because we were really testing the waters in season 1, and I think the season 1 soundtrack's phenomenal. Obviously, I'm always a couple seasons ahead, so like I have a whole nother season in my head right now, and I'm like listening to I listen to like, again, not to say where we're at, but like I listen to either the demos or the final version, whatever we have. So you guys have amazing music to come. But in season 2, like same thing.
Oh,
like
hang on. Some people are saying something right now.
Obviously,
Hang on.
like, we visualize it, like we turn it into a.
Let me just check
amazing
real
sequence, and
quick.
So I think like I'm just really. Like we wanted this season to have like I think we've mentioned in a couple interviews, like more spotlight on different characters who didn't get a spotlight before. So that was kind of like going in. We have a
Second song's up on the soundtrack
per season, and so I was like, okay.
You listen
and
to
you have
Gravity
plan
now
for
on the
that.
soundtrack for
Okay,
Hazbin till
I
season
want
2.
these characters to
It's
have a
live.
song, but they have to be in this purpose, and so they can only live in this episode. And then like so we have a lot of like puzzle piecing to do when it comes to like getting a character a song, but also making sure it's purposeful, and also making sure that these certain moments have musical numbers to accompany them, things like that. So I think this season we had a really clear vision for what all that was going to be in the writing room, and so we kind of like. But there was also like I was like, well, Nifty needs a song, and like so we made it happen. We like manifested it in the writing room to like work everything in.
So let's maybe cue up another clip. Y'all want to hear a song?
Someone who didn't get to sing much.
I
Yep.
try not to overhype clips before I tee them up. This one's exceptional. Let's roll a clip from Hazbin Hotel season 2.
And yeah, so it's the song Gravity, which is a lute song. It's listed with Jessica and Alex, so it's has both Lute and Adam in there. So I have no doubt the clip will probably be dropping on the scene very, very shortly. Lee? Yeah, they're showing them the clip, and then they just dropped the song, obviously, because since they can hear it, I'm assuming they're dropping the clip as well. I think that's kind of what's going on here. But like I actually really like that at the Banpresto area. Ah, cool. Yep, as I thought. This actually is going to be very interesting if I want to do clips of it, because like everything's dropping live as I'm talking about it. Oh, BBNOS is doing a Pomni song. Oh, it's actually live as well on you can actually already select it as a thing on TikTok. It's kind of sad because
She's so hot.
That song is so good. Oh
Jessica
my
fucking
God.
Bosk. Come on.
yeah, it said something
Come
happened.
on!
She was supposed to be actually
Wow.
here
See,
at Comic Con.
overhype it. It's so good. We're gonna talk a little bit about that song "Gravity" in a quick second, but first, Viv, I've been told to ask you about some New York Comic Con exclusives that people can get their hands on here.
Oh,
I was handed this.
ooh, a lenticular thing.
This is a. I apologize. There's so many exclusives that I don't know which. Is this the New York Comic Con?
So this one is Atlantic Records. Has
Oh, the
released an Amazon
vinyl.
exclusive. It's a Vox lenticular vinyl variant.
Oh.
Yeah, I love
Oh,
it. This one's
oh.
really cool. I just didn't know which variant it was.
Amir,
Don't show the back. Don't
Amir,
show the back.
are you in?
I was.
Oh. They prepped it because it has a full track list on the back.
A very important thing
don't
to
show the
note.
Okay, good. They told us do not turn it
All the
around.
track numbers are right behind this white thing, and they didn't know there would be a
My
white thing.
heart
That's why they're
like
freaking
dropped.
out.
I was like, don't show the back, but it's all blocked out, so it's good.
Cool.
It's beautiful. If you want to get your hands on one of those, just be warned, it's available for 72 hours only through October 12th. So hurry. There's a graphic on the screen with a QR code, so hurry on up.
It's
The other,
really cool.
I hope so.
the other thing you all
Did it
should
say-
know is that the newest single from the show, Gravity, is available everywhere now to stream. So
It's so good. That
listen
was
to
one
it over and over.
we were sitting. That one was. I was like, this is gonna be the one. It's just such a hype song,
So
and like
dope.
her vocal is phenomenal, and it's just awesome. I'm very glad it's out now. I'm very excited.
Can you tell us a little more about developing that song with Sam and Andrew? What kind of notes do you give them, and then how did they evolve it from there?
That one was very specific. I had I don't want to say a vision because that's not accurate for music. I don't know what the vision of music is, but I did have like a want, I guess, for the sound of that song because I was like, it needs to be somewhat. Do I have to? Can I put this somewhere? It has to be somewhat like rock, like that's kind of the genre we picked for Adam and Lute. But I wanted it to have this kind of gospel-y, like churchy choir, kind of like so there's like hints of that in it. And I think that's kind of her sound. Her sound is more like kind of almost more in that rigid, like churchy, like expectant, like because she's so judgmental. And I think that's a cool.
Yeah, the
cool
vinyl they
element
said
to the
they mentioned
sound of the song.
Amazon. I know
Because it
Amazon has
felt
an
like this-
exclusive Valentino
like,
version
I don't wanna
of the
give away things,
soundtrack.
but almost like a Hellfire influence, like from Hunchback, like that kind of vibe of like, yeah.
Yes.
So that was kind of the direction I wanted for it, and they nailed it. Like it was just it's such a like banger. So I was like and just so everybody knows, like the demos, Sam does a really good. Sam is such a good singer. And so, like, I was listening to the demo on repeat. I was like, this is great. I can't wait. And then when I heard the final one come in with Jessica sang it, I was like, oh, my God, this is the coolest thing. So, yeah, it's always, like, the fun of making this show is I get to listen to the songs and just be excited about how they'll sound. And then I get to get excited all over again when I hear the, like, actual version come in. So it's so cool.
Be so proud of this one. Alex, I'll throw you a question about this as well. When you're doing your vocals for this, what do you have to work with? Do you get to hear Jessica's work, or is it a situation where you're working with what was originally recorded?
It's kind of both. I get sent the demos and get to listen to it first, which is such a privilege, just to like listen to something and go, holy fuck, a hit, cool. And then you get to kind of help with it. And then, yeah, I think I believe, I mean, it depends on the song, but I think this one, Jessica had already laid it down, and I just sort of there to pad it with the sinister laughter and a good little bit of harmony. But to say that I'm in this song is like, you know, being the guy that benches on the basketball team. I'm like, I'm on the team, but really she's Michael Jordan, you know what I mean? So just happy to be sort of the Scottie Pippen, I guess, you know what I mean? None of you know who those people are.
Scottie Pippen. Ooh.
Give yourself some credit, but also, I understand what
Yeah, yeah.
She's incredible. There's a couple people who aren't here that I did want to make sure to highlight. First, we've got Patrick Stump as Abel. Yeah. That was my reaction when I first heard about that casting. When you were crafting that character, what did the character sound like, and how did that sound change when you cast Patrick, of all people, in that role?
Abel was a character that I was like, he needed a voice before we could write him kind of properly. And so we weren't sure who it would be in the beginning. And so his identity was sort of floating for a little while. Like we knew we wanted him to be very different from Adam. And this very, like, as you guys will see, he's a pretty soft little guy. And he's very fun. But like, I think that was one that we were kind of like, we need a voice. And so when we reached out to Patrick, he was actually like one of the fastest people to ever say yes, ever, doing the show. 2 hours after we asked him. 2 hours. And he was like, yeah, he's in. And I was like, what? It was great. He was so, which by the way, huge shout out to him. That's the sweetest thing. Like that like made a universe, right? But once we had him, I was familiar with him because he's done a little bit of voice acting in other animated shows that I've seen. And so I know what his voice sounds like for voice acting. And I was like, okay, it's actually very bright. And so I was like, okay, this gives us a direction. And he was so fun to work with, like very, very, very sweet, very down to earth, and incredibly approachable immediately, despite like how like incredibly rock star he is. Like I was like, he's just one of the nicest, warmest, like immediately easy to work with people, and we had a lot of fun. And so I'm like very excited for everyone to meet Abel and get to see him.
He sounds like he's having a lot of fun. Like I could hear it coming through the performance, and I love that quality. We can't not have a little talk about Charlie and Vaggie on this panel too.
Yeah.
I'll give you a big two-part tease question. Apologies in advance. Can you tease what the two of them need to learn as individuals in season 2, but also what they need to do to take the next step in their relationship together in season 2?
It's difficult to do without spoiling. I mean, I will go back to my previous answer about identity. I think both characters have a very set dynamic in their relationship, and I think the challenge of season 2 is when those personal identities are challenged, what that looks like for them together. And so I'm excited for people to see this art because I feel like it's a very natural, it's a very like it's probably something that's kind of real, and so I feel like I'm excited for people to see like kind of what the tension is in this season, because in the first season obviously Vaggie had this huge secret. In the second season, that secret's completely out, and that's not a problem anymore. But now it's something else. And again, I can't spoil anything because I'm really excited for people to see Charlie's art because it's, in my opinion, very relatable.
And as always, Erica is something else
in
the role.
She's
We're
phenomenal.
gonna highlight her right now because our next order of business is to talk about something that I was so excited. It was just recently announced, but we're going to tell you a little something extra about it now. Hazbin Hotel, live on Broadway.
Yes! Holy fuck!
Nice.
What?
Ah!
So just in case anybody out there does not know, this is happening at the Majestic Theater on October 20th. It is hosted by Erica Henningsen, and it's going to feature performances from the talented cast of the show and include hits from season 1 and 2. Before we reveal those additional things, first, Viv, can you kind of walk us through how this came to be? I know people, including myself, have been wanting it, so how did you actually pave the way from want to making it happen?
I didn't do that. Like, I mean, I've been saying that I would love live performances for a long time, just because I know you guys are phenomenal, and I know that's something everyone would want to see, including myself. So I was like, that would be great. Like, we should do that sometime, you know? And we've done, you know, like, moments, like, there's been, like, little, like, I remember in season 1's premiere, which wasn't even the songs for, but you and Erica sang songs from season 1 in this piano bar, and it was the coolest thing. I was like, that's so special.
Keith got up and sang.
Keith sang Friends on the Other Side.
Yes.
I remember he wanted to sing something from season 2, but it hadn't been out yet. So he couldn't do it, but or season 1. But that was the coolest thing. It was, we got a private concert with Keith singing. It was great. But he's so great. But I think, like, for me, like, yeah, like, I've always been like, this should happen, and it's kind of inevitable, but I didn't think it would ever happen on Broadway, or at least not anytime soon. And I didn't think that it would be we came together so fast, it doesn't feel real. Like, I was told, like, yeah, we kind of want to do this. And I was like, okay, that sounds really cool. But I kind of don't believe things until they, like, happen. And so it's happening, and that's crazy. So yeah, I can't take credit for it, but I am very, 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 like, I don't think it's gonna feel real until it happens. And even after that, it probably won't for me. Because I'm just, you know, at the end of the day, I'm an art kid, but I was also a theater kid adjacent. And I've always adored Broadway. Every time I come to the city, I see everything I can, because I don't know if I'll ever get the chance to see it again. And I'm so inspired by this world. So the fact that my show will be on a marquee in a Broadway theater actually fucks me up emotionally.
So well deserved. And it's going to be big. Everyone's going to want to pay attention to the answer to this next question. Who is going to be a part of this? So the additional participants that we are officially announcing at this panel include Blake, Amir, Alex, Christian, Jessica Bosk, Jeremy Jordan. We have Christina on the list. And then also we have special appearances by Stephanie Beatrice and Kamiko. Really, just like absolutely incredible. I will throw a question about this to the entire panel now. Feels a little unfair because there's so many options to choose from, but we can cover a whole bunch right now. For each of you, which song are you most excited to hear live?
Oh, we can't say anything, can we?
Yeah,
what we're doing?
Real quick, are we allowed to mention what songs are being performed?
I don't know the song list.
Don't know if we're allowed to do that. So
Did not even think
So
about that. That's very fair.
Country Roads by
Yes.
Campbell.
I will
Gold.
say, you know, when we go in to record, we don't have to memorize our songs. And there are some songs that go real fast.
Oh, no, yeah.
We kind of do it measure by measure. But then you get told that you're going to do
So
it
let's
live
which
on
is a question.
Broadway.
Interesting.
And it comes together really fast. And so suddenly you're memorizing songs and being told that there's going to be a teleprompter, but they don't know the songs. So I'm imagining myself being live on the Majestic stage going like this.
Keep going.
When we did the premiere, I think we didn't know that we were gonna sing for that until a couple days before, and I had never memorized Poison. I honestly haven't been that stressed. I was drunk when I literally was like, I don't know I'm gonna do this. Like,
Sounded great.
Thank you. I was having a ball.
So this, in case anyone didn't catch this, it's going to be live on Broadway, but it is going to be captured by Amazon. So if you can't see it, or if you're in some far-flung part of the world,
Guys will get to see it. Which
there will be an opportunity. I don't know when to watch it.
I
but
assume after season 2 comes out. I think.
that makes sense.
Yeah. I don't know actually.
But I realized something terrifying yesterday, which is that everyone here has been on Broadway other than me, which means thank you.
You're welcome.
Which means that millions of people are going to see my Broadway debut.
Yes.
You motherfucker. You're going to go straight to a Broadway debut and millions of people are going to see it?
Oh my God.
Wow.
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 Boo-hoo, Amir.
Wow. Wow. Terrible. Horrible.
Took me
Wow.
fucking 20 years to get on Broadway.
I know. Wow.
Same.
Your Broadway debut, Amir. Oh my God.
What?
Your Broadway debut.
Who's going to wear the legend robe?
Oh
Someone has to wear the robe.
yeah. The legacy robe. Okay.
I wonder if that's some sort of record, like if that is a first that anybody else on this planet has ever achieved.
My God,
like a Broadway
Reach out to the
debut
Guinness
that
World Records
scale.
people.
No, there's nepotism all over Broadway. People have made their Broadway days much quicker than that.
Let's get into it.
Yeah, really.
I'm one of them. My mother is Sarah Brightman. I'm sorry.
We have a mere 90 seconds left of this panel. So I'm going to ask you one of the most dangerous questions, but your answer can be short and sweet so we don't have to worry about spoilers. Can you each go down the line and tell me which episode you are most looking forward to fans seeing?
Are we allowed?
We are allowed.
5.
6.
9, 2.
4.
Episode 5 is epic.
I'm going to say 1.
3.
7.
I pre-ordered that the vinyl, so it was on Amazon.
So good. So as you can tell, there's something really good in each episode.
Except for 2, apparently.
Except for
Excuse
two.
me.
No,
Excuse
I said
me.
2.
That's
Well,
it.
actually, I was given permission to say something about episodes 1 and 2.
Say it.
Which is that, so episode 1 is a reintroduction to everything. You guys heard Hazbin guarantee, so I feel like there's a gist of what episode 1 is. But episode 2 actually happens at the same time as episode 1. Whoa. But it's entirely in heaven.
Ooh.
I was allowed to say that. I was given
Very
permission.
nice.
Such a good tease. And before this gets drowned out by applause, I'll let you know both of those episodes premiere on Prime Video on October 29th, with 2 new episodes rolling out weekly through November 19th. Congratulations on season 2, and thank you for being at New York Comic Con with us.
Thank you.
We love you. We love you.
All right. So next up is the Capcom Presents thing. That is in about 30 minutes. Oh, which card? The New York Comic Con one? I'm gonna give it the other look-see. Yeah. Ooh, that's cool. That is a cool card. Bow, bow. Yeah. It's still capturing the audio from the stream. Just mute that on my end as well. Yeah, so the next stream is the Capcom Presents thing. Oh, that was weird. Everything just kind of screwed up there. So I'll be just taking a break from stream. Gonna come right back for the Capcom Presents, see what they got there. Yeah, I didn't see what happens. Because, man, these 2 things happening back to back on my birthday is really cool. I like it. Yeah, thank you so much for joining me for this portion of the stream. If you did enjoy it, make sure you give the channel a follow so you'll be notified every time we go live. I do have a very odd stream schedule because of different factors that determines when I go live again. Mostly it's more like confusion. I'm like, I don't know what I'm gonna play. a lot of the time. Also, like if I'm exhausted from work, or if I have too much stuff I have to take care of, like that's usually how it all happens. Or for people like invite me to play a game, they're like, "Oh, I'll go stream that as well." Oh, so yeah. So yeah, I'll catch you all in about 30 minutes. But definitely follow me on my social platforms. Let me just put that up right now. Boop. So you gotta update those. The one that does a timer is more accurate than this one. I don't know why, because they were both updated at the same time. But yeah, my Twitter, Blue Sky, Thread. I also have an Instagram and a Tumblr page, all under the same name, either Ushan or Ushan underscore VTuber. I have a YouTube account with well over almost 5 years of content on there very shortly. Of previous streams and original content. Plus, I have a TikTok with stream highlights and original content on there as well. And if you want to keep it all nice and simple, I do have a Discord server that you can join with roles you can react to. So I upload on any of those platforms. You get a ping in the server, and we have a nice little community there as well. So you can hang out, you talk, we do community events. It's a grand old time, so definitely give that a join. So whether it was morning, afternoon, evening, night, while you're watching this live, watch this at the bottom of the Twitch or YouTube. Thank you all for so much watching, and I will catch you all next time, which will be in about 30 minutes, okay? Bye-bye for now. Man, I can't wait for this season 2 to come out. We can